All right, let's talk about Brock Purdy. Video coming a little later as I was, busy moving on Thursday. Couldn't make it. Usually I'm all over the 49ers videos, the Brock Purdy stuff, as again, such a fascinating story. The last overall pick coming in and just refuses to lose football games. I actually didn't think that he had his best game in this one. I thought that he had some errors that the Giants weren't able to capitalize on. Also made some very good plays as well, and I think was still an above average performance. Just wasn't his best performance. Let's talk about some errors. Let's start off with a negative. Why don't we? While we're here, it's going to be a zone coverage play. Have a receiver who's going to run over the middle. This is George Kittle. One of the best receiving tight ends in football. Running over the middle, you run a hard play action, get players to move in. Hopefully he can get open. Okay, yeah, sure. We've seen this a million times. Usually the safety is too far deep to come in. The corners are too far over towards the side. There's a little bubble over the middle where you can get a completion. Okay, cool, sure. Watch as when Purdy, runs this sort of unique play action because it's Shanahan and he does unique things. He's going to eventually throw the ball further down the field, but while there was a San Francisco player, designed to take away that deep corner, the corner instead kind of, I think, plays a little bit of like a 200 IQ type move right here of saying, I'm going to just let my safety take that because the odds of the ball going there, is unlikely. Let me stay here, see if I can jump this route. Smart play, something that maybe you would like to see Purdy be a little bit more aware of. At the end of the day, you are still the guy throwing the football. It's tough. I get it, but again, if we're going to credit him when things go right, we also have to give him some blame when things go wrong. And this was a scenario where it's looks like it could be an interception. However, George Kittle apparently could easily be like a linebacker if he wanted to, because that's really good defense to knock the ball away. He just realized the situation and said, okay, I'm playing defense on this play. Good job to help out your young quarterback's stat sheet on that one. But again, a mistake from Purdy. It's okay. He's allowed to make mistakes. He's not a perfect player, despite, the fact that his record is perfect. Something like this is exactly what the 49ers like to do, right? Exactly what they want out of Purdy, which is like, listen, they don't expect Brock Purdy to be Patrick Mahomes. That's not what they want out of him. What they want out of Brock Purdy is for him to run the offense effectively, and that's what he can do. This is a unique scenario, and they need a unique player, which Brock Purdy is, where, one-on-one matchup here, big play, 3rd down and 5. One-on-one matchup with Deebo Samuel on the outside. I believe this is zone coverage. I couldn't exactly tell with the broadcast angle here, but I believe this is zone. At least the corner plays it like it's zone. Watch how he kind of takes a step back, gives up a little bit of space, and now for Samuel, you have an opening. But again, this is what I love about Purdy. If you look over at Purdy, ball's coming out of his hands practically. I mean, he's getting rid of this football in a hurry. He does not hesitate, and his timing is exactly what Shanahan wants from someone like Purdy. Purdy makes this throw. They're able to pick up a 1st down on 3rd down and 5. Really good stuff from Purdy. Good stuff from Deebo Samuel. All of that. But also, definitely could be argued not the most difficult play. But again, it's like, it's whatever. They're going to have these plays against every team. You want a quarterback who can make them, and that's what Purdy can do. A play like this just showcases the absurdity of the 49ers offense. Like, this is just insane that they can do this where, okay, 3rd and 15, not going to work out, right? Not in a great situation. The Giants are playing sort of a, very prevent style defense here. Just not going to give up the 1st down. This is what you expect teams to play on 3rd and 15. Really difficult to convert. So 49ers are doing something that, I'm not even sure if this is intentional, trying to get the 1st down. They're just going to do that, where, you run a quick wide receiver screen, get the ball in Deebo Samuel's hands. Hey, who knows? Maybe something will work out and you'll be able to pick up a 1st down, but probably not. Probably you're just going to play the field position game, get a little bit of yards, and, don't have to worry about a turnover, barring something crazy happening. So you're going to see that Purdy flips the ball to Samuel, who starts to run further down the field. You have a Giants defender who is unblocked. Okay, he can try to go over and make this work, but Samuel's going to make a move here. Watch him fake to his right, but then get to his left very quickly. He gets around that one unblocked player, and the reality is, for most teams, having to have like 3 or 4 guys go out in open space, make their blocks, and have a receiver make a move on another unblocked player to pick up 15 yards, that's basically not going to happen. For San Francisco, that's not a terrible move. Like, that's not a terrible play because, yeah, they have guys who can go out and make those blocks. And also, you almost just expect Deebo Samuel to make one person miss, right? That's what you almost just expect there. So it's just absurd that they can do this kind of stuff. And you know what? We got to talk about some of the great stuff from Purdy. Because I do feel like, listen, I think he's a really good game manager, but he will make these plays that are actively, like, plays that I would say are, like, above and beyond what you just expect a quarterback to make. Like, it's not like he just makes the throws you expect him to make. And this is an example of, I would say, a very tough throw. So the way this play works is it is a man coverage play. You have a one-on-one matchup going towards the side of the end zone. Again, this is a 3rd down and 5 right here. So important play. You don't want to just be up 6 here. You don't want to just be up 6-3 here. You want to be up 10-3. The receiver that Brock Purdy is going to be looking to on this play is going to be Ronnie Bell. So, okay, well, let's see how this play works out. Again, also worth noting, heavy blitz by the Giants. In fact, it's an all-out blitz. 5 players covering the 5 eligible receivers, everyone else rushing the passer. So Purdy takes the snap. There is an unblocked man because there has to be. That's the way it works. 6 guys rushing the passer, 5 blockers. You're going to have an unblocked man in that scenario. Bell there's a little window, but not a huge one. But watch Purdy off his back foot throw a strike for a touchdown on that play. I mean, that is just a incredibly great throw from Brock Purdy to be able to make something like that happen. So again, like I said, we can talk about the situation all we want. He's still making plays on top of the situation. Like, I don't know, if you put him on the Bears, how good would he be? I don't know. But he would still make plays there too, right? He would still be able to do stuff. Obviously, it helps to play for San Francisco. No one's denying that. But he's still doing stuff on top of that. And I would say he still made some throws that didn't work out. Like, how about this? We always have to preface Brock Purdy by saying, he made, sure, he's making the throws, but, Shanahan's scheming them up. Not always does it work that way. Usually it works that way. Usually his stats are just going to be, a little inflated due to the value of the team around him. One of those scenarios where if he has a great game, well, the talent around him is going to, make the stats even better because of that, right? But there are still some examples like this play where going to be throwing to a halfback right here, throwing to Christian McCaffrey. Watch as when Purdy takes a snap, he looks in that direction, and McCaffrey, kind of open. It's a tough play. Linebackers, closing in pretty quickly. Purdy, while stepping up, makes a beautiful throw. Doesn't result in a touchdown, but could have. That was a really great throw from Brock Purdy. So, don't get credit for yards there, but still a really good throw. So, again, yeah, how do we evaluate Brock Purdy? He is hard to evaluate. I think that's fair to say. But, the way I always kind of view it is, well, let's evaluate him in the Shanahan system because that's the only one we have to worry about, and he's great in this system. If you want to say he's just a game manager, I think Garoppolo is just a game manager, and Garoppolo didn't do what Purdy is doing right now. So, certainly really good stuff from Purdy. But, yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from ya, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.